Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. In tonight's review, I will be giving you my review of the Dolphins versus Rabbitohs game that just ended not too long ago. The Rabbitohs dominating the Dolphins, particularly in the second half, winning the match 36 points to 14. Honestly, I think this was an excellent match. First half was all over the place for the Bunnies, but I'll get into that when we get up to that part. Without further ado, let's get right into the review of the Dolphins versus Rabbitohs. So we get a kickoff as normal. Tane Mill knocks the ball on, which after a big bomb from Cody Nikorima, which leads to Ewan Aiken going over and scoring the first try of the game, and for the Dolphins, and Jermaine Azarko converting the goal 6-0. For the Dolphins. Dolphins scored in the first 2 minutes of the game. Unbelievable. Then Karen Murray gets penalised for a dangerous tackle. It was only accidental. It wasn't really that dangerous. And then we get a knock on from Robert Jennings. And then we get one from Lachlan Ilias. Nothing really happens until we get to the 21st minute, as we get a kick bomb from Lachlan Ilias, and then Hammerside Tabila Fado knocks it on. And then in that same play, Ray Stone gets penalised for being offside. Then the Rabbitohs get the first set restart of the match, as Jerry Marshall King got ruck infringement. And then after that, Campbell Graham goes over and scores the first try for the Bunnies in the 22nd minute, 6 points to 4, and then Latrell converts a minute later, making it 6-all. And then we get another kick bomb from Lachlan Ilias in the 24th minute. Then the Hammer knocks it on once again. And then not too long, Lachlan Ilias knocks it on. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, from that dangerous tackle from Karen Murray, he was placed on reports, just not showing up on here for whatever reason. And then David Malawi is placed on report. I believe he got placed on report for tripping someone. I don't know who it was. Alright, we get a kick bomb. We get a kick bomb from Cody Nikorima, but then unfortunately in that same second, Cameron Murray is penalised for putting pressure on the kicker, and then he's placed on a report for the second time of the match. But I think he'll just be fine for those two offences. And then because of that, Jermaine Azarko kicks the penalty goal, leading 8 points to 6 to Dolphins, so they're back in front once again. And then we get a ruck infringement from Campbell Graham, which leads to the Dolphins' first set restart of the game in the 33rd minute. And another set restart for the Dolphins 20 seconds later, after Cody Walker decided to run inside 10 metres. Which leads to Jeremy Marshall King fooling the Rabbits' defence and going over, scoring the second try for the Dolphins. Like, no one, you're going to fling it to the right, and then Arrow is out of place and just lets Jeremy Marshall King go over. And Latrell almost was very close to kneeing him in the face. That could have been something different at that point. Jermaine Azarko converts 14 points to 6. Damien Cook knocks the ball on. And we get the only captain's challenge of the game, which was unsuccessful. I saw that before it was a captain's challenge. It was a clear knock on from the Bunnies. Dolphins knocked it back. And then we get a kick bomb from Lachlan Ilias, and then Ewan Aiken gets a penalty for escorts. And then we get a knock on from Ewan Aiken to wrap up the first half. So 14 points to 6 going into the first half. What could we see in the second half? We just have to wait and see. We get a kick bomb from Isaiah Katoa, and Cody Walker knocks it on. and then a knock on from Cody Nikorima, which leads to Lachlan Ilias getting a line break and a goal line dropout from Jermaine Ozako. Leads to Campbell Graham going over and scoring a double. So he scored a hat-trick last week, and now he has scored a double. The Rabbitohs take the lead for the first time in the match as Latrell Mitchell converts the goal. Make it. Oh, hang on, sorry. No, still 14 points to 12. My apologies. Sorry, I was looking at it the wrong way. Then Cody Walker. This was such an amazing play. Isaiah Tass was going down the left side. Alex Johnson passes to Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson was passing. Then it gets kicked off from Ewan Aiken. And then Cody Walker goes over and scores that amazing try. And the Rabbitohs take the lead for the first time of the match in the 48th minute, 16-14. And then Latrell Mitchell converts, making it 18 points to 14. But at this point, I thought we had a match on our hands here. We get a kick bomb from Cody Walker in the 52nd minute, and then one from Cody Nikorima in the 53rd minute. Then we get a penalty from Kenneth Bromwich. He was offside inside 10 metres. And then we get another penalty for the Dolphins, this time from Cornu Lemieux for a late tackle. And then, which leads to Latrell Mitchell converting the goal, the penalty goal. So 20 points to 14 by 6 points. And then we get a kick bomb from Isaiah Tass in the 60th minute, but Kenneth Bromwich is penalised for an early tackle. Now this was the sin bin that happened. Now from seeing the replay, it was clearly a head clash. He got sin bin for a head clash. Now, as a South Sydney fan, I believe that should not have been a sin bin. It wasn't I initially thought it was a shoulder charge to the head, but from looking after the replay, it was a head-to-head, so it was a head clash. And I think he should. I mean, he did get penalised, but then he got 10 in the bin. Should have just been a penalty at that point. So I think it should have been game on, but Kenny Bromwich gets sin bin. He's placed on a report, so I don't know if what will happen after that. I think he might just be let go free from this. We'll just have to wait and see. If he gets placed for a couple of weeks, I will be surprised, honestly. And then we get a free interchange from Tane Mill. He's off and Jed Cartwright's on, but Tane Mill's back on a minute later with Jacob Host. And then Isaiah Tass goes down the left-hand side and scores on the left-hand side, extending the Rabbitohs lead 24-14. Isaiah Tass has been outstanding for the Bunnies this year. Yeah, sure, he does play a little bit quiet sometimes, but he's still very young. He's got a bright future ahead. Latrell converts, making it 26 points to 14. And we get an error and a penalty from Jermaine Ozako. And then a minute later, Latrell Mitchell goes right through the defence, going over and scoring his only try of the match, 30 points to 14. Latrell was all over the place tonight. He played okay, but I expected him from more. He didn't want to be tackled for whatever reason. I know he's like that, but I want him to get in more. He converts the goal, 32 points to 14. In the 66th minute, Cody Nikorima is penalised for a dangerous tackle. And then a minute later, a magnificent pass from Cody Walker. Passes to Alex Johnson. AJ gets his first try in a long time. I think that's his third try of the year now. Scoring in the 67th minute, making it 36 points to 14. That was a full-time score. Unfortunately, Latrell Mitchell did miss the conversion, but that's alright. And then for the rest of the match, says that interchange Mark Nichols for a HIA. HIA, he wasn't HIA for Kenny Bromwich. Kenny Bromwich returns from Sinbin, which I think was ridiculous. We'll get back-to-back knock-ons from Jermaine Sargo and then Latrell Mitchell. One from Harmay Stanley with 5 minutes to go. We get a ruck infringement from Damien Cook, which leads to the Dolphins getting a set restart. Dangerous tackle penalised from Kurt Donahoe. Knock on from Keelan Graham. I thought he was going to go over and score another try, but he dropped it. And we finally wrap it up there with a kick bomb from Cody Nikorima. The score, 36 points to 14. What do I think of the match? Well, I think the game was excellent. I didn't expect the game to be like this, but it is what it is. I think Rabbitohs played domination in the second half very well. I think the Dolphins played very well at the start of the first half, and they just went quiet from there. Now with the game over and done with, we'll just go through the stats from both of the teams. So possession 49 for the Dolphins, 51 for the Bunnies. Completion rate for both teams was excellent tonight. 85% for the Dolphins, 30 out of 35. 35 out of 42 for the Bunnies, 83%. A lot more better compared to the last week against the bloody Dogs. Still need room for improvement though. So it all runs 162 to the Dolphins, 179 for the Bunnies. All run meters 1,531 for the Dolphins, 1,740 for the Rabbitohs. Post contact meters 486 for the Dolphins, 572 for the Rabbits. 3 line breaks for the Dolphins, 7 for the Rabbitohs. 27 tackle breaks for Dolphins, 46 for the Rabbits. 165 kick return meters to the Dolphins, 188 for the Rabbitohs. Offloads both got 9 each. Receipts 396 for the Dolphins, 415 for the Rabbits. Total passes 208 for the Dolphins, 223 for the Rabbitohs. Dummy half passes 14 to the Dolphins, 10 to the Rabbits. Kicking 20 kicks to the Dolphins, 22 for the Bunnies. Kicking meters 484 for the Dolphins, 629 for the Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs forced 1 goal line dropout. Kick refusal percent 62% for the Dolphins, 60% for the Bunnies. I'm guessing that's better. 12 bombs from the Dolphins, 9 for the Bunnies. 3 grubbers to the Dolphins, 2 to the Bunnies. Effective tackle percent 85.96 or 86% for the Dolphins, 88% exactly for the Rabbitohs. Tackles made 355 for the Dolphins, 330 for the Bunnies. Missed tackles 46 for the Dolphins, 27 for the Rabbits. Ineffective tackles 12 for the Dolphins, 18 for the Rabbitohs. Errors 8 for the Dolphins, only 9 for the Rabbitohs. Nice to see less errors, less than 10 errors, which is a surprise. Penalties conceded, only Dolphins got 8 penalties. They got penalised 8 times, while the Bunnies only got it twice. Ruck infringements, 1 for the Dolphins, 2 for the Rabbits. Inside 10 metres, none for Dolphins, 1 for the Bunnies. Two players on report, but technically there were 3. I saw it pop up twice. 1 sin bin for the Dolphins. Let's just see what happens at judiciary tomorrow. 1 HI. I didn't see a HII. I didn't see anyone go off for. Mark Nichols was fine. He came back on when he went off. But that's just me. So who was my top 3 players on board tonight? Well, it's going to be very hard. But my top 3 players on board for tonight. Number 3, I'm going to go to the player off the bench. I'm going to go David Malawi. I reckon he played very well. I think he played very well in tonight's game. He came off the bench running so much in tonight's game. He played very well. He's also very young at the moment. Alright, he's going to be a force to come in the future. You just watch. Number 2, I'll have to give it to Cody Walker. Once again, scoring an excellent try tonight and playing for over, I believe he played for over 150 metres. He got 3 try assists as well tonight, along with 1 try. And then my man of the match, why is it not surprising? Campbell Graham is my man of the match, scoring a double tonight. He was the most consistent play in the first half after we were down 14 points to 6, and in the second half showed more display of it. I hope he gets to play Origin. I know we're getting very close. I'm tempting to do a early New South Wales and Queensland predictions video team, but not yet, obviously. But we just have to wait and see. But overall, I was pretty happy with the boys tonight. Wasn't the best performance compared to last week, but that first half was very dull for them. But I'd like to see them do better. Now, we are playing Penrith next week, next Thursday night once again. It's at a core stadium, and no, I am not going to the game, as I've got other stuff on during Thursday. But I should be able to watch the game though. Well, as for the Dolphins, they didn't score at all in the second half. Don't know what happened. I think Bennett was telling them to play the same way, but didn't happen. And JD must have put in a big talk for the Rabbits during the halftime break as well. And Jason Demetriou has finally defeated his former coach in Wayne Bennett. So there was this thing that Bennett had won his last 7 games as a coach against the Rabbitohs. Well, that finally ended. I believe that was all with the Broncos between 2015 and 2019. Those 7 games or whatnot. But overall, great win for the Bunnies. We are currently in 5th at the moment. As of this recording, which is 11:15 on Thursday night. I believe we are in... Oh no, we're actually in 3rd at the moment. Nice! 50 points handicap. Points differential 50. Wow. So we got Melbourne, Warriors, Gold Coast, Roosters, Knights, Manly. Any of those teams can catch us. But I think we'll be in the top 8 after this round. I don't think we'll be top 4. I'll be surprised if we actually do remain in the top 4 by that point. But we've got a difficult game against Penrith. They are playing the Knights on Saturday. We play Penrith next week. I don't want to say this, but I think I might be tipping Penrith next week. But we'll wait until Monday for that, when I do my tipping video for round 8 on Monday. But anyways, this was a great review. I enjoyed the game, like I said. I'm sorry if I said it way too much, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We have just cracked 800 subscribers, and we are currently on 809 subscribers as of this recording. Well, once again, thank you very much to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel recently. We are on the way to 900 subscribers, and my goal to reach 1,000 subscribers is by round 13. I know we can do it. It only took us about 3.5 weeks to reach 800 get 100 subscribers, between 700 and 800. Once again, guys, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for your support. Anyways, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you. I hope you guys enjoyed the Rugby League Live 4 series this week. The Rabbitohs Dolphins one's already out. The two Friday night ones won't be out until very late, so very close to both games kicking off. But anyways, I'll see you in the next one.